Yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andio.
And we are KAMMA, about to talk about UFC Houston. This is going to be an event taking place in Houston, Texas. And we're going to talk about our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. But before that, quick recap. Last week at UFC Vegas 113, we had a phenomenal weekend. It was 2 weeks ago, actually, and it was Andy O holding down the fort for KAMMA, going 11-2. Absolutely incredible. I went 10-3. Talking about some really good bets I had 2 weeks ago. We hit on the Jakub Wiklax by submission. We hit on the over 1.5 on the 3 women fights. We hit on the Claudia Segula, Kong Wang, and the Caitlin Souza 3-play. We hit on the 4-play with Javid Basharat, Nikolai Veretnikov, Daniil Donchenko, and Farid Basharat. And we hit on the non-confident parlay, Rizvan Kuniev and Mario Batista. So phenomenal week 2 weeks ago. Andy O, you did good on the betting as well?
Yeah, we won some bets in there. Of course, we won the dog of the week with Jakub there, getting that last second sub. Even though I thought he won the fight, even without that. I don't know about you. And just a very stellar week. Gotta love it. And we're going to do more of the same this week.
All right, let's get it. So we'll talk about the prelims here. The first fight, Carly Judice against Juliana Miller. Yadier Del Valle against Jordan Levitt. Jean-Paul Lebos-Noyani against Phil Rowe. Ramiz Brahimaj against Punahele Soriano. Nora Cornwall against Jocelyn Edwards. Alden Correa against Louis Gurule. Ode Osborne against Alibi Idris. And the main event of the prelims, Chitty Bang Bang Nojakwani against Carlos Leal. All right, Andy O, so for the first fight, man, who do you got in this one between Carly Judice and Juliana Miller?
All right, here we got Judice coming in into this fight as the way better striker. And she has pretty good kicks as well. And her job is to keep it at range and let it go because she has that huge striking advantage. I think she's athletic enough to do so. And also, she's a southpaw here, don't forget. So as poor of a striker Juliana Miller is, defensively as well, I think that's going to open up some more strikes for her also. The line is very wide here. It is a women's fight. Carly Judice only started MMA 3 years ago, believe it or not. Juliana Miller's been at it for a lot longer. She has good BJJ. And her job is to try and get in close and drag her down. So, if she does that, who knows what's going to happen here? Because I'll assume she has the way better ground game. But the thing is, can she get in there? Her striking defense is shitty. Carly Judice, when at range, in her rounds, she throws a whopping 25 strikes a minute, which is insane. So I think Juliana Miller, even if she gets in close, she's going to have to deal with just so many shots, so much damage, too much and too many times. So I'm going to have to go with Carly Judice here to get more damage. And although a sub prop for Juliana Miller is appealing to me because that may be worth huge, considering how juiced a lot of these lines are, but the pick here will be Carly Judice. Very good on the feet. When you got commentators talking about you, you know how they talk about some fighters, they don't really have anything to say. And one of the things they said about Juliana Miller was, yeah, Juliana Miller, I think it was John Anik, she was in a bar one time, a guy hit on her, and she punched him. She's a real warrior. You know what I mean? It's like she punched some drunk dude at a bar one time. Okay, it's almost like he's a very nice guy, though. This guy is such a nice guy. He's such a pleasure to talk to. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we won't spend too much time on this fight here. Carly Judice, we know that she's got a blend of striking and grappling. She's got a background in karate. Very good striking abilities. She's also trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I'm not worried about Juliana Miller trying to get her on the ground because she's Jiu-Jitsu, Carly Judice. And she's also very good at Muay Thai. She's well-rounded. She's very tenacious, and she uses during the fight, she likes to outsmart her opponents. Very mental toughness and very good striking, calm under pressure. Miller, yes, she's got the 10th planet Jiu-Jitsu grappling. She likes to, put on a high pace, likes to get submissions, particularly from her back. She likes to combine her ground game with grittiness and in your face striking, and she likes to use elbows, create damage, and likes the ground game. But I don't think she's going to be able to get Carly Judice down. Judice's takedown defense is good. Judice has very good striking and as well, and I think she'll be able to really piece up Miller on the feet. Miller is really not that good, man. She's really overrated. Give me Carly Judice by knockout or decision. All right, so we're in agreement with this one here. Let's move on to the next fight. We got Yadier Del Valle against Jordan Levitt. I know I dissed Yadier Del Valle the last time this guy fought. I hated his haircut in this picture, and I dissed him there. But this guy actually really impressed me, man. His fighting style looks really good. He's got a combination of striking, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Very well-rounded. He fights. He gets knockouts, ground and pound, submissions. He's got good combinations. He trains in both Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he has strong takedowns. And he's very good at ground and pound submissions. Jordan Levitt, also a freestyle fighter. He's got high-level grappling, dangerous submission skills as well, like the inverted triangle choke. He's got technical mat work, unconventional striking, numerous submission victories. He's very unorthodox in his techniques. He's got front kicks, striking angles. He uses the leg Americana, and he's known for his unique showboating style. But I don't think he's going to get the win here. Yadier Del Valle really impressed me in that last fight against against Isaac Dulgarian. Some people thought the fight was fixed, but we'll see if the fight was fixed or not. If he beat Dulgarian like that, he should destroy Jordan Levitt. Give me Yadier Del Valle to win by knockout or submission.
Yeah, that's the thing about this fight here is the lines are so wide. It may be the hardest fight for me to call. Yeah, we got to wonder. Del Valle was a pretty big underdog in his fight. All it takes is a one fixed fight to be a super insane favorite against Jordan Levitt, who probably has the better offensive and decent wrestling, who has been in the UFC longer, has fought the better competition. Del Valle, sure, he looks tougher and he's all built and shit, and yes, he's going to have the power advantage, I think. I think they kind of cancel each other out in their ground game. In the striking, Del Valle doesn't really impress me. He doesn't seem that smooth. He doesn't, he can use some work on his striking. Jordan Levitt's not really that much on the feet himself, but I think he has some surprising power also. As far as their ground games go, he is shifty down there also, but maybe Del Valle has the slight edge in snap submissions, but very tough, especially since the odds are so wide. I think I'm going to find something to do with Levitt here, but I think the power advantage here is going to be the difference here. If I have to look at it from who has a bigger advantage at anything, it's probably the power, I guess, conventional power. So give me Del Valle here by a decision or sub.
Nice. All right, we're in agreement with the second fight. Nice. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got the Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani against Philip Rowe. Who you got here, Andy, on this one?
Okay, here, I've backed Philip Rowe too many times. He's really frustrated me way too many times. He doesn't use his range well. Apparently, he has jiu-jitsu, but if you get him on his back, he can't get up. So that's, I picture Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani to wrestle a tiny bit, even though he kind of stays away from that. But his coaches have got to tell him, because he doesn't wrestle, but he could wrestle, and he's good on the ground. He can get subs on the back, although I don't see Phil Rowe really being on top. I think if Phil Rowe wins his fight, it has to be a pure stand-up battle. But Lebosnoyani, man, he's well-rounded also. I like his solid kicks. And Philip Rowe has to win this fight in the distance. He's not going to win a decision. He's not going to win the minutes. He's going to win the moments, because that's the way Philip Rowe wins his fights, or should I say won his fights. I'm going to go with the newcomer here, JP Lebosnoyani here, because I don't trust Phil Rowe anymore. Not that I ever really did, but there's no urgency in his game anymore. and doesn't even want to be there anymore, and he's getting up there, right? So give me Lesboyani by knockout or sub.
Yeah, Philip Rowe let you down a few times, man.
But
Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. He's
there
very
you go.
well-rounded,
There
this
you
guy,
go.
man. He's got a good background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's known for a kill or be killed, aggressive, finishing-oriented style. A grappling specialist, this guy. He has heavily developed his striking as well, recently showcasing a knockout-oriented approach with dangerous overhand punches and kicks. He often utilizes a human chess match type of strategy, using his high-level 16-year submission-based foundation. He's very confident, aggressive. He's got good striking. He's got many wins by submission, triangles, guillotines, and first-round knockouts. Philip Rowe, this guy is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. He's also aggressive with his striking. He's got a good grappling and submissions as well. He's known for his Jiu-Jitsu, but
he can't get up.
yeah, he's very bad when he gets taken down. He also has a reputation for aggressive striking, jabs. He likes to hit you with those jabs, keeping a distance, landing leg kicks. He's got some decent ground and pound, but he's just been looking really bad lately, man. He lost 3 out of his last 5 fights. Lost to Neil Magny, lost to Jake Matthews, and lost to Hyun Kyo. In the last fight there by unanimous decision, he beat him up. Give me Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani to get the win here. I'm saying knockout or submission. I think he finishes Philip Rowe. You can see Philip Rowe's been knocked out before. Yeah, I'll go knockout or submission for Jean-Paul Lesboyani. He's only won 1 fight by decision. So both of these guys are finishers. Somebody's killing someone in this fight. All right, so we're in agreement with this one here. Let's move on to the next one here. This
Except
is
that
an awesome fight.
Except that Rowe, if it goes to decision, he's not winning it, right? So,
Yeah, exactly. He loses all those decisions, man. Next fight, we got Ramiz Brahimaj against Punahele Soriano. I like this fight. This is going to be a fucking hell of a fight. This one should be. And, Ramiz Brahimaj has been looking awesome lately. This guy, he's got relentless pressure, technical precision, a very good grappler. He delivers significant strikes and takedowns. He uses his grappling techniques to secure victories. He's got strong work ethic, a blend of combat submissions with lots of calculated guillotines, rear naked chokes, arm triangles. Punahele Soriano, he's also very well-rounded. He's got a strong wrestling background, powerful striking, heavy offense. He's got a lot of first-round knockouts. He's known for his ability to deliver viral knockout finishes and control the ground game. He's described as a versatile fighter who prefers to keep the fight standing. So he's not really he likes to keep the fight standing. He's not really a grappler, but he could wrestle if he needs to. I mean, the guy has, been wrestling since college, and he's got good striking knockout power. This is a tough one to call, but I do gotta say that this guy's been impressing me a lot. Ramiz Brahimaj, especially as of late, looked awesome in that last fight where I actually picked against him. I had Austin Vanderford to win that fight, and in that fight, he fucked up Austin Vanderford and got submitted in that fight. So I think I'm gonna go with let me see here. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Ramiz Brahimaj to get the win here, man. Although it's going to be a close fight, I got a slight lean on Ramiz Brahimaj. I just think that Punahele Soriano might try to go in for a takedown and get caught in a guillotine or a front choke or something crazy. And he might fuck up on the ground because Ramiz is super dangerous with his submissions. Give me Ramiz Brahimaj, knockout or submission.
Yeah, that's an interesting call there. I'm going with Ramiz Brahimaj also, not to mention he's as tough as nails. He can take shots. He's never been knocked out. Well, unless you count that fight where his ear got ripped off, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's the only time he got knocked out. Not to mention, what I like about this guy is he came back not like a few years ago from a very severe back injury. And people thought he was done. Didn't give him any respect because he has no striking, right? No knockout power, none of that. While that is true, his striking has improved a little. And while that is true, man, the guy has subs, man. The guy has sick back takes. Look, Soriano may take him down. He's probably more likely to be the one to get the other down if it's pure wrestling, right? But Ramiz is definitely more likely to get a sub. And he doesn't necessarily have to get Puni down. He can snatch his back standing. He can get like a choke for a front standing choke, as he's done before, right? The thing with Puni also, he can't stop the takedowns. He has a hard time. Guys take him down, right? As a wrestler, he should prevent those takedowns a bit better, but he doesn't. But yeah, he has some wrestling of his own offensively. He does have the power, but I think he looked very sluggish to me last time, and I think Ramiz may have the better cardio. That may play a role also. I am going to go with Ramiz Brahimaj by sub or decision.
Yeah, this guy's a submission specialist. 12 subs out of 13 wins, man. So, way better jiu-jitsu specialist than Punahele. And the guy can strike too. So, definitely liking this. We're in agreement.
Yes.
Ramiz. All right, next fight. We got the ladies going at it. Nora Cornwell against Jocelyn Edwards. Who you got here, Andy O?
Okay, Cornwell. Look, I think she's on the down skid here. What is she, 36 now, right? Her takedown defense looked pretty shitty against Rosa, who took her down with ease, right? And Jocelyn Edwards really looks to be getting way better, eh? Her past 3 fights, she looks like a monster compared to how she used to look. She's been training with Valentina Shevchenko, and she generates more power with her shots. She's trying to blend in takedowns, trying to go for subs, and I think she's gonna win it there, by doing those things, a nice blend of those things, because I don't think either of these control the action much that well on the ground or on the fence, so they should be swinging here. I think Nora's best asset is her knees and elbows in the clinch, but Jocelyn Edwards, man, she's strong. She wants to get at it, and I think she's just on a roll here. It's a case of one going up, one going down. I cannot not pick Jocelyn Edwards here. So give me Edwards by a decision or knockout.
Yeah, man. Nora Cornwell, she's a good striker, very good Muay Thai. She's aggressive. She likes to move forward. She's a former Muay Thai champion in the 2022 World Games, silver medalist. She's good in clinch work. She uses her knees and elbows to inflict damage. She's got high volume amount of strikes. She likes to control the pace by moving forward, sharp elbows and knee strikes. And she's primarily a striker. She has adapted her game to include some grappling and submission skills, but she's not that great on the ground. Jocelyn Edwards has been looking absolutely amazing. She's versatile. She's got boxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's a striker with dangerous ground fighting capabilities. She's got powerful punches, hard kicks, and she's a purple belt in BJJ. So she can get submissions. She's got good jiu-jitsu like triangle chokes and arm bars. She's got a powerful right cross and combinations. She controls the stand-up game. High volume striking as well, powerful combos. As long as she makes weight, I can't see her losing here to Cornhole. And she really impressed me in that last fight against Priscilla Cachabeating and knocked her ass out in that last fight. And it looked really good with that right hook. So I could definitely see her battling it out with Nora Cornwell here.
And she still has a chin, Cornwell, the girl you just
Herrera. Priscilla
because
Herrera,
she showed it last fight night, eh?
Exactly.
She has a chin, and Edwards knocked her out.
Yeah, exactly. So give me Jocelyn Edwards by knockout, or I'll say knockout or decision, because Nora Cornwell's never been subbed. But the sub could be live for Edwards too.
Could be.
But I'm going to go knockout or decision. I'm going to call in this one here. All right, so Andy O, we are in agreement with every single fight so far in the prelims. Looking good. Let's move on up to the next one here. We got Alden Correa against Louis Guruli. For this one here, man, Alden Correa, he looked amazing in the last fight. I had Alessandra Costa in that last fight. He was a huge underdog, Alden Correa.
I had Correa.
Yeah, and Andy O, you had him. That was an amazing call. You were one of the few people that had him. But this guy's really good. He's tenacious. He's well-rounded. He's got very good resilience and relentless pressure. The guy began, fighting in the UFC. His career in MMA started because he was bullied as a kid. And then
I
he,
think a lot of these guys start that way.
yeah, he got into the 4 ounce fight club and developed his fighting skills. He built confidence. The nickname Cobra is because he's very patient and he's ready to strike at any moment. Powerful knockout punches. And he did that against Alessandro Costa in his UFC debut. He looked impressive there and knocked out Alessandro Costa, which was shocking in that fight because, like I said, I had Costa. Didn't think he was going to knock him out like that with that uppercut. Luis Garuli, this guy is, I think he's a fraud. He does have some striking and some good takedowns. He's got a background in wrestling. He's got good ground fighting. He's got a mix of power strikes and clinch work. He's versatile. He's very powerful and technical, but he has bad takedown defense. The fight against Nick Piccini in the Dana White's Contender Series, he got taken down 10 times in that fight. And Alden Correa was able to take down Alessandro Costa 2 times in that fight. So I could definitely see him taking down Luis Garuli, getting him into the ground and ground and pounding him out. Give me Alden Correa by knockout or submission. I think he finishes Luis Garuli here. I think Luis Garuli is a fraud.
Yeah, Korea can wrestle a bit. He can stop takedowns himself, Korea, but I think the real way to go is just get that boxing going, as good striking, definitely the better boxing. Garul, solid skills. You can't say he doesn't have solid skills, but to me, man, his weakness is he gets wobbled around all the time.
Yeah, he lost his last 2 fights in the UFC too, so he hasn't won one single fight in the UFC.
Like, he gets wobbled around. I don't think he's going to contend with Korea's boxing. And what I said before, man, why I picked Korea the last time is that I think he trains at the best place and trains and spars with the best training partner you can have with Joshua Van.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are best friends on top of that. And, like, I'm not saying Van is look, he's a tremendous boxer, and I'm sure he's going to win the belt one day. And you can tell by, like, the way he works at his boxing and just those body shots, and he can hone in. And I think the way he fights is good as a sparring partner, especially, and the way these guys probably go at it. Korea's going to be prepared, man, more prepared than last time. He's going to get Garuli out of there. Give me Korea by knockout or sub. But I really think he's going to knock him out. I just say he finishes him.
All right, so we're in agreement still with Alden Correa here to get the win. All right, next fight. We are looking at Ode Osborne against Alibi Idris. Funny enough, Ode Osborne beat Luis Garuli actually too. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, who you got in this one, Andy O, with Ode Osborne and Alibi Idris?
Yeah, look, Ode Osborne, man, I always thought he was capable of doing more until I realized he kind of wasn't. Like, he has flashes of goodness, some good submissions. He's definitely a moment winner, and he fights like that. He's just looking for the moment. If he gets it, that's going to be the way to go, and he understands that. And he loses a lot of fights. He gets finished a lot, though, with that strategy. I think he's a better hammer than nail when he decides to bring the hammer out. But the guy finds a way to get finished. And, like, here, subbed 4 times, knocked out twice. I think I'm going to have to go with Idris's pressure striking. I suggest he blends it. Like, if he can pull off or attempt the occasional takedown, it would benefit him, I think, in this fight against Ode Osborne. Because Odie's horrid off his back, right? Also, he has cardio issues. So I think Idris should be able to put him away within the first round and a half. But I also think it's good to look at Odie for potentially putting away Idris in that frame of time as well. Because that's where Odie's going to be able to finish him. So give me Idris by knockout or sub.
Yeah, man. Ode Osborne always finds a way to lose, man. The guy's got 13 wins, 9 losses. Those losses come from somewhere, like,
and most of them come by finish.
I mean, you look at it. You look at the wins and losses; they're almost. He is a versatile fighter. He's very explosive. He's got an all-around style that blends rapid striking with strong ground submissions. He's a good mixed martial artist. He's got a 2-stripe purple belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He favors head kicks, knees, and triangle chokes. He's got a very good 73-inch reach that he uses to dominate his opponents and keep a distance. He combines striking with kickboxing. He's a technical grappler, very explosive, like I said, good movements, fast knockouts, and dangerous submissions. All that to say, he has the tools, but just can't really get it done. He really can't get it done in the UFC. He's been just not looking good. Whereas Alibi Idris, this guy is primarily a striker, but he's got a diverse, aggressive style. He can also incorporate takedowns. He blends punches, kicks, spinning attacks at a relentless pace as well. He's shown a good ability to time his takedowns, particularly under punches. Even though he's not known for his refined striking technique, he compensates with a high volume of attacks from various angles. I think that's what's going to kind of like frustrate Ode Osborne.
All of these Kazakhs fight like that, eh? Not especially refined, but they're coming, you know?
Yeah, he targets the head, body, and legs, so he really really attacks the whole body. He's got a good sense of timing for his takedown entries, durable and tough with good cardio. His offensive jiu-jitsu is limited, but he's good at getting the takedown, so he will be able to get some ground and pound on Ode Osborne. I believe in this one, so I'm going to go with Alibi Idris to win by knockout or decision in this one. I think he just does more damage and puts out more volume than Ode Osborne in this one. So we're in agreement with Alibi Idris ever so slightly. I have him here. Let's move on up to the next fight. All right, so we are at the co-main event of the... Actually, no, we're at the main event of the prelims. The main event of the prelims here. We got Chitty Chitty Bang Bang against Carlos Leal. I think this is going to be the hardest one to predict in this one here. So for this one here, man, who you got, NDO?
Okay, this is why, right off the bat, why I'm going to go with Chitty to win this fight. Although, look, he has a lot of weaknesses in there. I think he has no heart. I think he gives up. I think he doesn't try sometimes. I think he's a good hammer, but a horrible nail. And I think if you crack him good or shake him up a little, that's all you need to run away with the fight here. But the reason I'm picking him here is that Carlos Leal, while, man, he has big power, they're both going to be bombing on the feet. Carlos Leal does pressure more, but he beat Fakhretdinov there, but they gave Fakhretdinov the win. But then, that was his first fight in the UFC. Remember when he was juiced to the gills? Yeah. His next fight, he comes in there. I don't know, but his last fight, against old man winner, Muslim Salikov, he decided to fight as if he were the Incredible Hulk still, all juiced up. Now, the UFC seems to favor some guys and allow them to be super juiced, and some guys, they're like, you gotta go easy, right? This guy, obviously not that juiced that time, right? Decides to walk right in, both hands down. I'm gonna walk through everything, and Muslim Salikov said, no, you're not, and just timed the right shot, So I'm going with Carlos Leal not being juiced up to the greatest potential he wants to be, and I think Chidi is gonna catch him when he's trying to come in. Because Chidi's going to win this fight, I think it's obvious, at extreme range, because he's precise and has power, or in the clinch. Because those elbows, those knees that can, really hurt Leal will come into play. But anywhere else, Leal's going to win this fight because he's going to pressure, he's going to outbox him, he's going to hammer him down, he's going to be in his face in that boxing range, right? But I don't think Leal's going to be able to fight that way simply because I think the juice factor, man. He's not going to be as juiced up as he wants to be. Chidi's going to miss weight again. And I just don't think Leal's going to have it in him to, shake up Njokuani enough to give up on himself. That's why I think Njokuani's going to win this one. But, man, it's a toss-up for me.
Yeah, it's a very tough one to pick. Me and Andy O are going to be in our first disagreement of the entire prelims. I'm going with Carlos Leal.
You're going to see Njokuani. You're going to see Njokuani on the Fabulous Friday Face-Off show, and you're going to be, my God, he's so much bigger.
Listen, I'm going to talk about this right now. Chitty Bang Bang, he is going to be the taller guy. He's going to have the 4-inch height advantage. He's also going to have a crazy, significant reach advantage, which is a significant 6-inch reach advantage with that 4-inch height advantage. So I know that it's going to be, he's going to be the bigger guy, obviously. Chitty Bang Bang, he's a striker, though, okay? A specialist striker. Fighting style is Muay Thai and kickboxing. He's known for his long frame, dangerous striker, using knees, kicks to secure his knockouts. His style involves managing distance, using accurate strikes to secure wins. He's a good kickboxer, over 20 years of training in kickboxing, and he likes to keep the fight standing. Here's the thing why I'm going with Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal is versatile. Okay, he got high-level Muay Thai. He's a black belt. He's got strong boxing. He uses forward pressure, leg kicks, and powerful combinations. He's a powerhouse striker who also possesses solid grappling. That's the thing. He also has BJJ and wrestling. He can defend takedowns. He can get takedowns. Even though he's been a Muay Thai champion, he also can wrestle and get his opponents to the ground.
I don't think that's going to happen here.
I really think that Carlos Leal, if he wants to win this fight, he needs to take Chitty Chitty Bang Bang down to the ground and not try to stand and bang with him. I will say this, though. I'm going for Carlos Leal to win by knockout or decision. I think that he's just going to get the takedowns, get the ground and pound, hurt Chitty Bang Bang on the feet. But I will say this, though. When we do the bets on Friday, I do like Chitty Bang Bang by knockout. That could be a nice prop bet to put there. Bang Bang by knockout. But Carlos Leal is the pick by knockout or decision.
Yeah, like if I saw that durability, that Carlos Leal is definitely more durable, but again, it's the steroid issue. It's that, confidence in himself that he's not on it. His chin may not be the same, but this is definitely going to be a stand-up fight and it should be exciting. I really don't think it's going to go to takedowns on this one.
Michal Oleksiejczuk knocked out Chitty Bang Bang, and in his last fight against Jake Matthews, he got subbed with that rear naked choke, so I really think Carlos Leal has the advantage just on the ground slightly. So we're in disagreement with this one. There you have it, folks, our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming up next. Peace out, folks. KA MMA. Let's get it.